Hallo, here's Hanna Schoenwald and this is Humphrey Hamilton. Today we are ranking old Porsche models which are classified from Porsche as classic Porsche models.
These go all the way back to 356 and all the way up to what's the latest one? I think we've got the Carrera GT in there.
Yeah. We start with a 968. I drove it 2 months ago.
Oh!
It's amazing.
Tell me more.
I sat in,
Yeah.
started the engine,
Yeah.
drove.
You really put me in my place there. I deserve that.
I mean, I was surprised because the engine is not in the back and the car is completely a different car.
Yeah.
It's not comparable with a 911 except from how it glues on the street.
Actually drove one recently as well. We have one in the Werkstatt at the moment, and it's
From a client.
really cool. Yeah, sadly not mine. I wish, but they're really cool. They drive amazingly. Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of buying one.
Yeah, and you know the 3 liter as well, plenty of power, like 260 horsepower. It's a fast car. I think cool, not granddaddy, definitely not.
I
We can put
agree. We put it in the class.
We'll put it in class. We can always move things around.
Yeah,
We'll see
exactly.
how this goes.
Yes. 356, granddaddy.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm personally not a huge fan of the 356. I think,
You have to separate your personal lifestyle
okay,
from the general what's about the model.
okay, true, fine. In that case, from the history, I think 356 has to be granddaddy,
Yeah, exactly.
even though it's a flat
I try to
diesel.
separate a bit from my own subjective opinion.
So, Cayman 987. I drove one recently. Amazing. Honestly, the first Porsche I ever really wanted to own.
Really?
Yeah. And I think severely underrated. People don't think you look cool in them.
This I don't get it because the proportions, especially from the side, are perfect.
Yeah. And when you drive it, it feels perfect.
Yeah.
You feel like all the weight is in the middle, super nimble. It doesn't want to do anything funny. Awesome car.
I think in general we don't have a waste of fuel here in the collection.
We're getting there.
Maybe.
We have one.
Okay.
I'm staring
Yeah.
at one.
Okay. let me guess. 914.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to
okay.
apologize already to many people,
It's okay.
but we're getting there.
But it's critique on a high level.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Cayman, not granddaddy, definitely not. I would put it class. Would buy. No, class. Would buy.
Would buy.
Would buy. Would definitely buy, but it's not classy, is it?
It's not a package, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's the perfect daily, but it's
Yep.
not more than
Exactly.
that. And the next up,
I never drove a Boxster.
I have driven a Boxster. They're good, just like a Cayman. Not as good as a Cayman. They're convertible. Personally, I don't like convertibles, but like you said, we have to detach that.
I need to drive a Boxster in my
You
life.
do need to drive a Boxster.
Yeah. Anyone who has a Boxster, want to let me drive? Is it dangerous? Yeah. Without a rabbit in the trunk, please.
No tricks. No tricks. No funny business. But
So von wegen, ich habe ein weißes Kaninchen im Kofferraum. Komm, kleines Mädchen.
without the rabbit in the trunk,
Did you get what I mean?
I wouldn't buy it. I did,
Okay.
but I wouldn't.
I would buy it too.
It did save Porsche.
Then congratulations to the Boxster,
Yeah,
but
still wouldn't buy it. Still wouldn't buy it.
Buy, yeah, in a weird situation of
Yeah.
my life. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Broke and 60. Anyway, the G model.
Soon. It's your favorite. It's one of my favorites. So, granddaddy.
Elevator straight to the penthouse.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think it's my favorite
Beautiful.
shape of all time. My
So-
all-time favorite 964 was my art car.
Oh, the one that started it all, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's an amazing car.
I think it's the best I've ever driven.
Really? 964?
964 RS.
Oh, 964
sorry.
RS. That's... We're not messing around here.
No.
We don't do small portions. We do full 3-course meals here on Hanna Schoenwald ranking scales.
Sorry.
No, 964 RS, I'm not gonna... I did actually drive a 964 RS America, which is
Absolutely.
up there as well. Before you say 964, I'm going to retract my statement of the G model being granddaddy. Because I think...
Yeah, it's too basic.
It's my personal favorite car, but in the grand scheme of taking personal opinion out of it,
Exactly.
it shouldn't be up there.
Yeah.
I would put it as class, though, for sure.
Yeah, we have to be more objective.
Absolutely, I agree. Cayman, no, okay, sorry, moving. 964.
It's my personal evergreen, funny because it's green, favorite car of all time, because it was the art car, and
Yeah.
I think it's a big step in the history of Porsche sports cars.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Definitely.
I think the first real race car of Porsche,
That's a good way to put it.
right?
The first step up in performance.
Yeah.
The real...
And it's so similar to the G model from the look, but inside there's a huge development of the technique.
I can totally agree with you there. 964 is a real cool car. Go on,
Yeah.
chuck it up to class.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
are
that's
you
what
gonna
I wanted to say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. 997, Porsche was recovering from a bad time, and they launched the Sport Classic, the first Sport Classic as a Sondermodell.
Yeah. Granddaddy. I love it.
Really?
I think the next 5 years...
Really? I would say would buy.
Oh, granddaddy is such a big claim. How can you put a 997 up there? But I think after the 993 going into the 996, it was a lot to recover from, like you said. And the 997 did that so well.
Class. We can't put everything in a class.
Yeah, that's true. Would buy.
Would buy.
Class. 997. Oh, would buy. 993.
I love that car, especially in silver.
I love that car in its special models. The GT2.
Yeah.
The turbo.
Yeah. The turbo is
Those
my
are-
favorite from the body. It drives like a new car somehow. It's
Yeah, but new cars are boring.
exactly.
Which is,
Yeah.
well said. Yeah, well said. I think would buy. Because I would
Would
still
buy.
Yeah, would buy.
Even if it's one of my favorites, I don't know why. Would not buy. I'm sorry.
Gasp.
Because you already have one, I can jump in all the time. So
That's true, actually. So you don't need to buy it.
exactly.
You could have bought mine, but
Yes.
that's fine. It's for sale, by the way. Anyway, yeah, okay.
Really?
No, it will be in the beginning of summer once I've killed the clutch. Joking, not joking. 944.
I would not buy, sorry.
Wow. I saw a magazine article stating that the facelift 944 was the most underrated Porsche you can buy today.
True.
And as a lightweight sports car, I think they're great. As an upgrade to the 924, I think they're great. In terms of what Porsche is known for their history, not so great.
I don't know what to do with Kyle Heck. What is Kyle Heck?
Kyle Heck.
The back of the car.
Targa glass. They're Targas. 944 is a Targa.
Yeah, then I'm not a huge fan of Targas
Yeah,
in general.
I totally agree with you.
Really?
Yeah,
because
I really
everyone
do.
loves Targas.
No.
I don't, because they couldn't decide if they want a convertible
Yeah.
or a
Coupe.
coupe.
Yeah. I think the new Targas, the 992 Targas specifically, are super cool, especially with the whole mechanism that puts the roof down and eats the hardware. That's amazing. But I'm with you. No, 944, I would buy, but it's...
But you would not buy because you already have one, so we can put it in would not buy.
I will argue this later, but we're
All right.
Yeah, fine.
F model,
Would buy.
classy.
No,
No, it's classy.
I can't.
From the body design. It's so light and so humble and blah, blah, blah. But I would not buy that.
Boring.
It's boring.
Yeah,
It's kind of boring.
boring.
I associate it too much with Instagram. I don't know why.
Instagram loves the F model.
Yeah.
It's unreal how many F models I see on Instagram. But again, personal opinion aside, I think the F model has to go into granddaddy. I'll admit. It's the F model. literally, it's the most biggest popularist.
This is true. Yeah.
It's
I agree.
the 911. That's it. It's the 911.
I like how we decide because it's not subjective.
It's terrible. Having put the G model in class and the F model in Granddaddy, that makes me think.
Wait, yeah. This is a good point.
I don't know.
No, this doesn't work.
But the F model has to go up, the G model has to come down a little bit. I know some of the G model owners,
we need a...
they're not going to be happy. But okay, G model comes down to would buy. God, it's getting worse and worse for the G model. It's awful.
That's okay.
Anyway, next car.
996. It was a heavy time for Porsche. It was something with X in the design.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has a bad patch. It happens.
So I think it's great compared to the situation where Porsche was in. It's an amazing car.
Yeah,
it's an amazing car, and I definitely would drive one. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't buy one, I think.
I wouldn't buy one either. No. They're very cool. I drove one again recently.
It was
very
not
cool,
a waste of fuel. Definitely not. But
No.
I would not buy a 996.
Yeah.
So, Cayenne, I would never buy a Cayenne. Never. It's
Failure.
hard to say, but it's, for me personally, I would not rate it personally, but I have to. It's a waste of fuel. I'm sorry.
But you know, I love a Cayenne in off-road spec.
Yeah.
Big.
It has hit its Daseinsberechtigung.
I think it...
Daseinsberechtigung.
My God. Daseinsberechtigung.
No.
Close enough, yeah.
Da. It's
Da.
there.
Da.
Seins.
Seins.
It's B.
Daseins.
Berechtigung.
Daseinsberechtigung.
Berechtigung.
Berechtigung.
There be allowance.
There be allowance. I'm not even going to try it. Yeah, I can't do it. No, can't do it.
All right.
Anyway, Cayenne, awesome, but people have to make it cool.
So it has its there be allowance.
Waste of fuel.
But it's a waste of
Get
fuel.
rid of it.
Sorry.
People have to make it cool for it to be cool.
Yeah.
Waste of fuel.
Yeah.
No. What in the name?
The engine!
Yes. Totally Porsche designed.
Yeah.
The 500 specifically.
Yeah. It's,
Some sexy
for me, it's
wheel
granddaddy.
arches.
Sorry.
It's so cool. I recently saw a video of Lewis Hamilton driving one.
Yeah.
And it looked really cool.
It's great. It's amazing.
It's
I mean, I'm a
really cool.
Mercedes child.
I know.
I started with Mercedes
Mm-hmm.
and I fell in love with Porsche through this brand. So, yeah. So, it's not comparable.
That's like saying I fell in love with FC Barcelona by watching Real Madrid. It's brutal.
I had to
Anyway.
start somewhere.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so for me it's a granddaddy, but it doesn't make sense in the whole context
No,
here.
granddaddy, I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
Send it up
because
there.
it's so
The
outstanding.
W124 is amazing and the E500
Exactly.
is just next
We
level.
can't say anything else.
Fight me. Bring it, honestly.
Choke me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
It was
insider.
an inside. Sorry, you're not there. You were. You had to be there. What do you want? From?
It was,
Anyway.
yeah.
928.
Am I
anyone?
blooding out of my nose?
There's no blooding. Don't
Okay.
worry. We're all good.
What, felt
You
like-
will be after this one. Though.
Do you know that when you
928.
feel like your brain running out of your head in a second? This is so weird.
I think that's a very Hanna Schoenwald thing.
I don't do
Oh
drugs.
shit! Not again. Hang on. Let me just get it back up there. Hang on. I'll be ready in a moment. Wow. So 928 really makes you feel bad.
I think of the Porsche interior textile pattern. Is pattern
Yeah.
the right word? Yeah.
Pattern. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
From a
Very
design perspective, it's cool, but it's not. I don't like the Targa glass looking thing.
I think
Still.
Yeah, the 928 had a special Targa glass with the side windows and the boot glass.
At least it's a translexel.
I think it's would not buy.
No, me neither.
No, would not buy.
No, sorry.
no.
Waste of fuel.
Waste of fuel.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Yeah, it looks like a Kutsche. What is a Kutsche? This thing where you put the horse in front.
Coach.
The 914, I'm so sorry. The color looks great because it's the 70s car.
Where are
It's
we
kind
going?
of fun. It's not driving very well compared to his brothers.
Yeah. You know, you can actually just leave it in the bottom box.
Yeah, you just can leave it there.
Yeah,
It's okay that
doesn't
it's
need to-
existing, but it's okay.
Yeah. Do we have to move it, or can we just
Yeah,
move,
okay.
Can we
Waste
skip?
of fuel.
Like, yeah, waste of fuel. Okay. It can go up one row, and that is it. Boxster, second generation, up to 2012. What do you think? Wow.
It reminds me of my Barbie house. Hi, Barbie. Okay. Hi, Ken.
I'm gonna go to the beach. He just got an award for that, by the way, for going to the beach. Anyway, sorry. 987. No.
No.
Again,
It's not a waste of fuel, but I would not buy.
I would. It got better. Good enough to buy.
Yeah, I would buy.
Would buy.
Because when I compare it to the others in the row.
The first ever dedicated cabrio from Porsche.
True.
And very popular.
Yeah, true.
And
I was too much into my Barbie house right now.
Yeah. The first mid-engined Porsche as well. No, 959.
And...
Sorry. Getting there.
Affordable for people.
And affordable, which is actually important.
Yeah, it is.
We're starting to appreciate more affordable cars at the moment.
Exactly. I think it's interesting how our arguments developed.
I think so too. We're maturing in the ways of
we see
cars.
more global and more from a from an objective perspective. Objective perspective.
Who are you, Little Dicky?
Dicky.
New album right now. Little Dicky. No, we can't. All right. 924. Waste of fuel.
Yeah, sorry.
Awful. Sorry. Not relevant, in my opinion.
But cool color.
Cool color. I love the green. Really love the green.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you ever get a green car. Love green cars. Make green great again.
Make great green again.
Yes. I love it.
I love the 959.
Oh, that's a nice introduction. I love it.
It's icon. It's sculpture. It's art.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had to touch you.
Please feel free.
I don't know. I
Free
love
country.
that. I want to have one. I would put it into class. If not granddaddy. No, not granddaddy.
You wouldn't?
I want.
The first ever supercar by many standards.
Granddaddy.
Granddaddy. It's gotta be. It's cooler than your granddaddy's shoes.
I want it in the, what's the color? This in very bright.
It's ruby red.
Yeah, no, really?
Ruby red? So like
really bright?
Really, really bright pink. It looks aggressively pink.
No, slightly pink with milk.
Oh, moonstone?
Maybe, yeah.
So we have,
I'm not sure.
Maybe?
It's like, somehow like that, just brighter.
Like that, just brighter. Brighter pink or brighter white?
Brighter white.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Are phones allowed in this?
And it has glitter in it.
Allowed. Hang on. We have a photo of Moonstone here, which we're gonna find. Where is Moonstone?
Yeah, exactly.
Moonstone.
959 in Moonstone. It's my. I want this for Christmas.
You are definitely a designer. Wow, a Moonstone 959. Mm-hmm. Let us know if you're gonna
This
do
is.
that to
I
yourself.
think I changed right now my favorite Porsche.
Yeah?
Yeah.
959
Yeah.
Moonstone.
Yes.
When's your birthday? Birthday and Christmas all at
Birthday and
once.
Christmas.
The gift to the world.
I want to introduce crowdfunding here right now, without any reasons except my excitement in my late 20s.
I think that's a perfect idea. Santa, if you're listening, they don't really sell because no one wants to sell them.
No, of course not. They only made them for you.
But
Yeah.
for me,
That's right.
without a daddy, please.
Comes with free daddy.
Oh God.
Now, moving on to the final.
CarreraGT. I pronounce it so weird.
Absolutely butchered that. Butchered that. It didn't deserve that. It really didn't.
Carrera.
Carrera.
CarreraGT.
Karen GT.
Karen.
It doesn't deserve that. Bless her.
No. CarreraGT. Carrera
Carrera.
GT.
CarreraGT.
Oh, CarreraGT.
There's been a video on Instagram floating around and other social media platforms, maybe you saw it, of a Carrera GT driving around with no body. all the panels were taken off and you can see the engine, suspension, everything. Oh, that shows the jump Porsche made in terms of materials and architecture for me with carbon fiber.
It's crazy.
Really.
It's like if, I mean, every woman is beautiful, but if you feel so confident without any makeup, then you're Carrera GT.
Then your Carrera GT level.
Yeah.
Boom. Who's that? You're like Jennifer Aniston in the first few seasons of Friends. And all the other seasons of Friends, I swear to God.
This is such an old
reference?
Yeah,
I'm too young for that. I'm too young for that. Anyway.
Okay. Granddaddy.
Granddaddy. Just like Jennifer Aniston. She could be my grand. No, not going there.
The
Sorry.
fuck?
Stopping there. So, do we want to review this at all?
I think in the class it's too little models.
I agree.
There
And
are two
I'm going to start by saying we need to remove one. Sorry.
Definitely.
The 968.
Yep. Sorry.
Drop down to would buy.
I would buy,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Down a level.
And now,
I really think the Cayman is underrated.
yeah.
No.
Maybe
no.
I look with my too personal subjective opinion on the 968, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the Cayman stays. I think 997 is actually class though.
Yep. It's okay.
The 987?
Sorry, the 997, the 911.
997, don't touch it.
911, 997. Mm-hmm. Come on, Finn. Keep up.
Keep on.
I think we're getting somewhere now.
I forgot we rate classic cars.
It's only
I was
classic.
like, what the where's the 991?
991, 992. What are we, 2040?
What's the game?
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta say, a 968 above the 944. Oof, that's a big one as well, but I'm getting personal now.
It's really difficult to not put my completely personal opinion or experience into this.
Yeah, it's quite tough, but
I think the waste of fuel row is perfect.
Yup. I would agree with that. Can't argue.
Because one more, it would be too much because there's not much which I don't like.
Yeah. I mean, the Cayenne is literally a waste of fuel. You put your foot down and 100 meters later, you've spent your monthly allowance.
Exactly.
It's brutal.
And I would say the would not buy thing is very subjective. What did you say?
About the Cayenne?
I just thought it was funny that
She's
you
a
said
drinker.
that people who drive a Cayenne have an allowance.
Gotta make money somehow, but that's true. We'll just make the big deal happen. There we go. No, I think we've nailed it, really. We did, nailed it. Absolutely. King amazing.
Thanks for watching. Buy everything we advertising and
Like and
then
subscribe.
I gained a lot of kilos last month.
On that note, so have all the 911s, all the modern Porsches. They're getting on for 2 tons. They're ridiculous. Make smaller cars. They're more awesome and much more fun.